Welcome to Current Chatter, the place where we dive into the latest news and happenings going on around the world. Join mother and son duo Kota and Losa as they engage in lively debates over current affairs and anything else that sparks a discussion. With diverse perspectives and a bit of fun, you never know what topics will come up next. Tune in every Friday afternoon for your weekly dose of Current Chatter. Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday afternoon. You know what that means? It's time for a little bit of current chatter. How you doing today, Kota?
I'm doing excellent. I've had a pretty long week, but I'm here. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to have some giggles. How about you?
About the same. Yep. I'm going on a retreat this weekend, a cancer survivor retreat. So I'll be leaving on Friday and be coming home Sunday. So I'm pretty excited about that. That'll be pretty interesting. I've never been to one of those, but
nice. Are you gonna have your titties out in the wind and screaming at the void?
Mm-hmm. Screaming into the void. I think there will be some screaming into the void, but I don't think that they'll be free the tatas. You know,
that was the whole point of Free the Tatas, was for breast cancer awareness.
That'll be fun. That'll be in Park City, so I'll let you know how that goes. But yeah.
Excellent. Park City's such a nice place.
Yeah.
Too bougie for me, though.
A little bougie. I can be bougie for a couple of days.
But you gotta save up 6 months to do it, right? So I just wanted to start today's podcast from Current Chatter. Our condolences for the family members of the two pilots who died in
LaGuardia.
2 pilots dead, 41 people hospitalized after Air Canada pilot hits a fire truck when landing in LaGuardia, causing airport closure.
It's crazy. Have you actually seen the video yet, Kota?
It's wild. You watched it, right? It's just absolutely insane. CRJ 900 jet was landing from Montreal with 72 passengers and 4 crew members after its landing shortly before midnight yesterday when it crashed into a truck responding to an unrelated emergency. Reading through this article, it sounds like the fire truck was responding to a different aircraft that had some sort of odor emitting from the air vents. So they evacuated everyone from the plane, and then we're having the fire crew come out and inspect the plane to see what was going on.
Right.
And on their way to inspect it, the air traffic control people gave them the okay to cross this certain landing strip. And as they're crossing it, this CRJ 900 jet comes landing, and it's from the estimated speed, it's going about 105 miles an hour as it's landing, and I don't think the fire truck was going more than 20 miles an hour when the plane T-boned this fire truck. And the plane...
It's so tragic that people had to die, but it's so good. It could have been so much worse.
Both of the pilots died. Like I said, there was 41 injured people. I believe 30 or so have already been released from the hospital with serious injuries, but not as serious as they could have been. Yeah. One of the flight attendants was strapped into her seat as they were landing, and her seat was ejected from the plane, and she landed still buckled into her seat on the runway. Wow. Miraculously, somehow she survived. If I were her, I would hit up the lottery and... go to the casino. I don't know how you can be strapped into a seat, thrown so far, and still survive. The craziest thing about it is they've caught audio from the air traffic control frequency trying to avoid the deadly smash. You can hear the person that is giving the fire truck the green light to cross the runway, telling them stop, 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 stop. And when the crash happens, you can hear this person saying, "Oh, I messed up." That's audible in the recording.
It's too bad.
And I sit here and I think, what if I had made that call? And now 2 people were dead because of me, because I wasn't paying attention.
Right.
And it doesn't seem like the visibility was very bad. I mean, there was some, it was light rain, and the pilots could see about 4 miles in front of them, But either way, it's just a shit situation, and our hearts go out to those families of those deceased pilots, for sure.
Yeah, so bad. Thank you for that, Kota.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got for me tonight?
So, this one made me giggle. Sharks in the Bahamas are filled with cocaine, caffeine, and painkillers.
Cocaine, caffeine, and painkillers?
Yes. That's a deadly concoction right there.
If you're going to go out, might as well go with all three.
Crystal clear waters of the Bahamas are filled with enough traces of human pharmaceuticals and illegal drugs that it's showing up in shark blood. A new study published by Environmental Pollution found that sharks off the coast of the Bahamas are carrying trace amounts of various drugs. The research team, led by biologist Natalia Woshnik, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, analyzed blood samples of 85 sharks, and nearly a third tested positive for substances including caffeine, anti-inflammatory drugs like acetaminophen and ibuprofen, and in one case, cocaine.
So they make it sound like these poor animals are like doping it up on the corner drugstore, but it sounds like it's just like, I guess, I don't know, is that a first world problem where we have sharks that ingest
I just want to know how it's getting into the ocean. Like, the ocean's such a big place. It would have to be a lot of those substances.
Well, they were blowing those drug boats out of the water for a couple of months there before.
I know, but those are drug boats. Those are going to have like cocaine and meth and whatnot.
That's what I'm saying. They were in the Caribbean.
Only 1% of the sharks have cocaine in them. The meth boats have nothing to do with that. I'm saying they've got the painkillers and what was the other one?
Methamphetamine, painkillers, and
caffeine. So it's either like escaping people's bodies as they're in the ocean. I don't know. I just read that and went, what the heck? Like, it gives Sharknado a run for its money. Like, the next movie they're going to come out is like Cocaine Shark. Like, they did Cocaine Bear and Meth Gators, which, by the way, hysterical. You need to watch
Meth Gators?
Meth Gators. You didn't hear about that? And I think it was Florida. They asked the people to stop flushing the meth down the toilet because it was getting the gators all fucked up.
Only in Florida.
Can you imagine a methed out gator?
Florida has had a really rough year so far. Especially on Current Chatter. We are like, ooh.
Florida this, Florida that, Florida this.
Speaking of Florida, have you heard of the Florida man who dressed in a tinfoil suit and tried to joust a moving car with a pool noodle? So,
say that sentence one more time for the people in the back, please.
A Florida man put on a tinfoil armor, grabbed a pool noodle, and tried to joust a moving vehicle. So when the police got there, he was trying to intimidate moving vehicles to joust with him. Yeah, I don't know. This one confuses me, and I pulled it into our run through tonight because it's Florida, and Florida's just been on our shit list this year.
What drugs? Because there has to be drugs involved. There's no way there's no drugs involved.
So it says that he was arrested and that charges would include disorderly contact and unsafe behavior in traffic, but it doesn't say if anything he was on.
Okay, so let's take a guess here. We'll check back in, we'll say next week on this story and see if they tell us what drugs. I'm going to either say meth or PCP, because those are the only two drugs that are going to make you act a fool like that.
Fool.
What's your guess?
Maybe, I don't know, Boo. There's so many new, designer drugs out there. I don't know them all anymore.
That's very true. I stopped paying attention to the new drugs after bath salts came out, because I was like,
if bath salts aren't safe, then...
Nothing's safe. I just want to relax in a bath, and now I got to worry about getting high and eating people's faces.
Off. Only if you lived in Florida, though.
Does it say if he won his jousting competition? Did he do well?
I'm assuming the answer is no because they arrested him.
We got to find video of this.
The only video, the only photos I found were of this man dressed in tinfoil.
So it was like just straight up aluminum foil he wrapped all over himself?
Mm-hmm.
That dude's my hero.
Hat on,
he ain't shit.
Grabbed a pool noodle and went to town. Was like, I'm going to win this fight. This is the first fight I'm going to win.
Oh, shit. Molly, you know what a quadriplegic is, right? So they're missing all four limbs. Well, this professional quadriplegic amputee also is a cornhole player. He's a professional cornhole player, which I don't know how that works. Do they toss it with their mouth? I don't know.
They'd have to. That's the only thing they have left. Sorry, don't mean to be cruel. Sorry, not sorry.
Unless they just put another nub and flop it.
But if he doesn't have any arms or legs,
well, these people are heroes.
They're multi-talented,
multifaceted. Well, this particular quadriplegic is in connection to a murder case.
See, now when you say murder, like, don't you have to like how do you murder somebody if you don't have any arms or legs?
That is the question for the ages. The police department was flagged down by two people near an area of La Plata Road and Radio Studio Road in La Plata. An investigation revealed a witness where in the backseat of a car when the driver, Dylan James Weber, 27, shot and killed the front seat passenger during an argument.
How?
Weber pulled over in the area of Radio Station Road and asked the passenger to help pull the victim out of the car. However, the victim was the
quadriplegic. He wasn't the.
Wait, no, he can't be the victim because he's in jail for murder, Mama.
Oh.
If he was the victim, he would be in the hospital.
Well, I thought that they said that they pulled him out of the car.
No, he's at there. It sounds like there's three people in the car: the driver, passenger, and then the backseat passenger. The backseat passenger is the one who shot the driver, and the front seat passenger was just a witness. And the backseat passenger asked the other passenger to help pull him out of the car.
Dispose of the body.
Supposedly, again, supposedly, everyone's innocent until proven guilty. Weber then fled with Wells still in the car. All occupants of the car are known to each other. The sheriff's patrol officers responded and assisted in tracing the location in which Weber may have fled. Nearly 2 hours later, a resident in the 10,000 block of Newport Church Road called 911 to report a body in a yard. So they just dumped his body? Officers responded and found the victim, Broderick Michael Wells, 27, was pronounced deceased at the scene. Detectives from the sheriff's office obtained a warrant for Weber's residence and located Weber's car in Virginia. Weber was found at a nearby hospital seeking treatment for a medical issue. Upon being released from the hospital, Weber was arrested by police officers and was charged as a fugitive from justice. He's awaiting extradition to Charles County, where he will be charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, and other related charges. You know what's crazy? Is in this article, they show a picture of Weber holding a gun in his nubs. It looks like one of his appendages has what looks like fingers or phalanges, you know? And I'm guessing he just held it and squeezed the trigger.
Well, there's a will, there's a way, I guess. Not always a good thing.
I fucking guess. Oh, there's a video of him shooting a gun. Let's see this. Was he shooting this gun? And he's also loading the gun?
Hold on, it's playing now.
He definitely doesn't have any phalanges.
Okay. He has hands at the end of those nubs. I don't think that he should be considered a full quadriplegic.
No, look at the video. I cannot see any type of fingers at all. I think he's just got his nub in the on the trigger.
He's got
there's a video. There's a spot. There's a spot where he's loading it, but as he's loading, he does not have any kind of fingers or anything.
Huh?
Like get to the part where he's loading it, and then he cocks it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Well, if you think that's a bad week, how about if you're charged, instead of charged with murder, you walk outside only to realize that the flying spiders in reality are back from...
Wait.
Yeah.
Flying spiders, like they have wings?
They do not have wings. What they do is they send out their thread, and it catches on the wind and it blows them around, which makes them, they're called flying spiders.
So they make like a parachute with their web?
Yes.
The fuck? That's stuff of fucking
Right?
nightmares.
Isn't it? And they're like, you can just
Are they
run
big
in.
spiders?
No, they're big. Dad said that he heard they could get as big as the palm of your hand.
Fuck no. I don't need to live here anymore. Nope. No. Where is this at? So I will never go there. If you say Australia, I'm gonna cry.
It's probably Florida.
That's
Hold
probably
on.
Australia. Flying spiders.
Let's see. It doesn't say what state they're in. Boo.
I'm gonna find out.
They can travel hundreds of miles using one balloon. Too much. Too much.
So what made them come back? Like they just disappeared and now they're back? What the heck?
It just says that in March of 2026, reports of the flying parachuting spiders started to crop up all over the United States. People are seeing webs floating through the air like parachutes, landing on cars, trees, and people.
So it says it happens in the U.S., Europe, Australia, and Asia. And other people call it spider rain to kind of give it some whimsical shit instead of a holy hellfire.
It's like, I would burn my house down.
I asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was like, here's a raid sponsorship, a spider spray. Keep spiders out of your home.
You're a lot of help, ChatGPT. Sometimes it's so helpful and other times it's so not.
Landing on you. If you want, I will tell you what you're seeing, like webs in the air, spiders landing on you, and I'll help you pinpoint exactly what's going on, ChatGPT tells me. If a spider flies onto me, I am not going to pull out my phone and ChatGPT what just happened. I'm going to lose my fucking mind and tear myself limb from limb.
It's like everywhere at once and you can't fight it.
No. I am terrified of suffocating, like being buried alive or drowning. I'm terrified of suffocation. I would rather suffocate and die than be in a field of flying spiders. There's no fucking way.
Big flying spiders. Not little flying spiders. Like, they're coming for you.
I got the hibbity-jibbities, the goosebumps.
Yeah.
Everything's crawling. I feel like I got spiders all over me.
Years and years ago, I went to put my shoes on, and there was a big wolf spider in my shoe.
Ooh, that'll fuck you up.
Like, I always check my shoes now before I put them on.
One time at Grandma and Grandpa's old house in West Jordan, you remember how they had that awful huge shed in the backyard? Mm-hmm. And then if you walk along the side of it, they've got that. It was like something I think Grandpa made Grandma where they could have the grapes and whatnot, but Grandma let it get overgrown. And it just was like this awful little spider habitat. Remember that? So I remember like being in between the grapevine little seating area they had and the shed, and the spider was crawling toward me, and I remember stomping on it, and it had babies. Ugh. And then I lifted up my foot, and then they all went. It just like exploded into thousands of spiders, and I pissed my pants, and I'm sure I drowned a couple of them because I peed so goddamn much.
Yeah,
that lives in my mind rent free.
So
I don't like it.
That's a no on the flying spiders.
So, when you think of a father-son bonding activity, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Hunting with your dad.
Hunting, fishing, going to the movies, maybe an arcade, doing something fun like that, axe throwing, anything like that. Well, this father and son have been accused of fathering hundreds of kids and are now banned from donating sperm in Quebec.
Canadians are weird. Like, all right, that's weird.
Judge says the number of children conceived by the defendants far exceeds limits recommended by experts. Quebec's Superior Court has temporarily banned a man and his son from donating sperm after they were accused of fathering hundreds of children. The interjection against the two men will remain in effect while the wider case against them proceeds on its merits. They are being sued by a woman who has had 3 children using the sperm of one man and a 4th child with the genetic material of the man's son. So she has 4 children. 3 of them are by the father, and the fourth one is by the son. She says the two men violated the terms of their agreement, allegedly that one man should stop donating sperm after fathering 25 children, and the other would stop after 10 children. She says the court documents state that the woman, through her own research, discovered that the father is linked to more than 450 children, and the other more than 160 children.
Oh, that is such a weird something to bond over. It's so bizarre. That
like, what did you jerk off to today, Dad? Oh, I found this really great video on this site. You ought to check it out next time we go, son. What?
Yeah.
What?
I fathered another baby today. Yeah, no. You have to not, like, men are going to be men. But you have to take some of the blame on the semen places that collect it and don't follow through with the correct.
Well, if they're going to different locations and these different locations don't communicate to each other, they may be able to get away with it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like back in the day when the 70s and 80s when serial killers were running rampant, but none of the jurisdictions were talking to each other to connect the dots that this kill is just like this one down here, and then this,
Right.
those jurisdictions just didn't communicate. Right. So it's one of those aspects where, like,
sorry,
I don't know. Like, it just like, you know what I'm saying?
It's so weird. It's just, it's not right. They had to know. They had to have known what they were doing was wrong. They had to have read the small print.
I don't know. I guess not. I don't like. I just like that sperm is potent. It was killing all the other sperm.
Like craziness. Well, if you go in and you can select who you want, wouldn't you want to select somebody who has the same genetic makeup so your kids were somewhat the same?
Yeah, most definitely. So they kind of look the same. But 450 children?
It's a lot. That's a lot of children.
And then at some point they ask you, not that I've been to a sperm bank or anything, I'm not like giving that all up, Mama, but they do ask you if you're willing to have the child reach out to you. Can you imagine if you had to go meet 450 children at some point? Like, yeah, I'm your daddy. I jerked off into a cup. How you doing?
I'm speechless.
What gets me is the father and son bonding activity. Like, I just like. Why?
I think that the people who write these articles, it's a lot of it lately has been, I don't know if you've run across this in our search for great stories. There's so much clickbait out there.
There is definitely a lot of clickbait. I get most of my stories from Reddit because Reddit filters through the clickbait. It'll say, hey, this is clickbait, but you got to check out what these people came up with. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's where I got the quadriplegic who shot someone. I would never, that was not on my bingo card.
No, it's not. Typically not.
Yeah, so our listeners out there, I want you to tell me your favorite father and son bonding activity. Mine personally was hunting with my dad and fishing with my dad. I never, ever would ask him if he wants to go to the sperm bank with me.
Yeah, it's just not a father-son activity.
How does that conversation even start?
I don't know. I'm sure it has to do with money.
Oh, absolutely, it has to do with money. 100%
like
it has to do with money.
The kid probably came to his dad like, I need to make a couple $100. You know how I can get a quick, fast.
Yeah, okay, I can see that for sure. Yeah, no, you're probably right on that one. Do you think they went together separately?
I don't know. I don't want to know. I think the less I think about this article, the better off I'll be.
That's how I feel about your flying spiders. I would rather think about the father-son bonding activity at a sperm bank than flying fucking spiders.
Yeah. Well, here's something else you should be worried about. Have you heard about what's two cars were at a stoplight and the earth opened up and swallowed them into a sinkhole? Usually, like a sinkhole, they say a sinkhole starts with a little bit of water on the road. And it's a little bit of a hole and then it gets bigger and bigger. But this one, completely dry, beautiful day, all of a sudden, kaplunk. They had to be rescued by fire and safety.
How deep of a hole was it?
Let's see. No warning signs before the collapse. The drivers didn't have any time to react. It doesn't say. Yeah. But that's a fear for me, like being stopped at a stoplight and then just my car No, the spiders is worse though, isn't it?
Yeah, the spiders is 100% worse. Like, what is the likelihood you're going to get swallowed by a sinkhole? In this one instance, it just appeared out of nowhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? But what do you tell your insurance?
I'm sure there's pictures.
I would hope that the police and fire department took some pictures.
Oh, I'm
for
sure they did. I don't know if it was for prosperity as much as that you're not going to believe what I saw today.
Believe this. Everyone's okay though. Everybody
nobody
made it
was
out.
hurt. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, I don't know what I would do. I would question my reality if I just started to sink into the ground.
And it's not like it wasn't a slow sink either. Look it up. It's fast. It's just like kaplunk.
Where did it happen at?
I don't know. Let me look it up. Hold on.
I found a video.
Not a good day, I tell you. Not a good day. The road probably saw some flying spiders and just was like tuck tail and ran.
It just gave up. It said fuck this. I don't want to live anymore. Nebraska.
So they have a lot of their soil erodes in Nebraska. You know what I mean? Like they build roads on top of sand and on top of gravel, and then eventually the underneath pining gets washed away, and then the road sinks.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the video because I found a video of that happening.
It's pretty crazy, right?
But it's just like they're just sitting at a stoplight, and then the earth opens up to swallow them whole. I think I'd be a God-fearing man if that happened to me.
To be like, sorry, not sorry.
My bad, Jesus. I believe in you, Sky Daddy. Okay, I just sent you the video. It's wild.
It is wild. It's craziness, I say. Craziness.
It's a truck and an SUV, and then it just collapses.
That would that's too much for me. I wouldn't leave the house after that. The flying spiders doesn't keep me inside, then the sinkholes will. I would much rather deal with sinkholes than flying spiders any fucking day. I would much rather try to escape from quicksand than spiders. I would much rather walk through coals than flying spiders. You have
I would much rather
at your house that knock on the glass.
And I don't want to have them. This was not my decision. I have another adult here with an adult money and adult paychecks to buy whatever they want. I wasn't like, yeah, get that spider. Get it.
The spider.
In fact, I was like, do we really need another fucking spider in this goddamn house? I will say the amount of house spiders is very low when you have tarantulas.
I bet.
Tarantulas.
That and the cats and stuff. The cats probably stop them.
Yeah, I bet you the cats probably get a lot more than I ever see. No, you're probably right. Having a house full of cats, yeah. I would like to think it's the other spiders, though.
True. I wouldn't. I'm going to just...
You have to remember, for a long time, I was sleeping on top of those spiders.
No.
Because we didn't have anywhere to put them, so Erin hid them under their bed, and we slept on top of them. No.
I know that you have them there in the house, and I've been there and I've stayed the night, but I can't think about them. Otherwise, I would not be able to come and stay at your house.
No, you would have a very nice hotel room with spider free.
Yep.
I don't even think I've ever pointed them out to you, and you've been in the same area as them.
I know I have, and I pretend like
not the
I
same
don't
room. I told you about the time one got out, right?
Yes.
And then I found it and screamed like a child for Daddy Rin to come save me because I couldn't touch a spider.
Oh, that is too funny.
Rin likes to say, I'll never forget the sheer terror in your voice when I screamed, Rin, save me! Because of the spider.
Salmon, save me!
The spider had been gone for 2 months. I don't know what the spider had done for 2 months, and I knew...
Went on vacation.
I was going to be... I guess. I don't know. But I knew I was going to be the one to find it. And I just one day came downstairs, didn't see nothing, went to go back upstairs, and it's on the side of the wall, and I lost my motherfucking mind.
That I have nightmares
a huge
about
spider
spiders.
too. The spider's probably about as big as my palm, and I saw them on the side of my wall, and I was like, nope, Do I burn my house down now? How can I make this look so I can get my insurance claim? Like, what do I do?
Well, now that you've mentioned it on the podcast, it's called premeditated. So,
well, the nice thing is I can delete all of that out.
But you'll leave it in there.
Probably.
I live on the dangerous side.
I like the danger. All right, Mama, you got anything else for me?
I do not. What do you got anything else?
What did the sushi roll say to the bumblebee?
I don't know what.
Wasabi?
Wasabi? Oh, I love it.
Why are chickens so funny?
Why?
Because.
That's another good one. The wasabi one's better, though.
The wasabi one's pretty great,
All right.
All right, Mama. So I just want to close this out again, sending our condolences to the family of the fallen pilots. Our hearts go out to those family members here at Current Chatter. And as always, guys, please, please, please drink your water and talk to your therapist.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hell yeah, I suck toes.
Why?
Look at the shitter on that critter.